It's hard to get across on camera how fun electric reels are. As soon as you say electric reel, most people tune it out and go, oh, this is not like recreational fun
No, you're
fishing.
cheating.
Yeah, you're cheating. If you haven't tried it, I dare you to go try it and then say that. It's 2 jacks. No way. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh yeah, you just pull it out of gear and let it roll. Yeah, look at that! There he is.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Chasing the Sun is brought to you by Florida Water Sports. Get all you need for the water at fws.fish. Humminbird, simply, clearly better. Minn Kota. And by Pirates Cove Marina. You enjoy the Gulf, we'll take care of the rest.
Typically, we don't leave this pass right here without a live well full of live bait. That's just how we fish, especially when we're refishing. But Jeff is a jig specialist. He's got a pile of jigs. We did bring some dead bait just in case, and we're gonna fish a little deeper and try some different techniques. All right, y'all, this is gonna be a lot of fun today. I'm here with Jeff at Florida Water Sports, and I have been wanting to try out some of this new tackle. You know, I got this new boat. We have a little more range. I wanted to get outside my comfort zone a little bit. So if you run, you know, what, let's say about 50 miles straight out of our pass here, you can start hitting those 300 to 400 foot range of water. And that's where these deep water groupers may start showing up. Just like that. Make a quick long boat ride. We're in 358 feet of water.
As we get some baits down there, they'll pop out of their little
Oh,
holes.
yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. We're marking some fish right here. That's a good sign. I
Very
don't know
good
what
sign.
all that is, but I have a feeling we're gonna see some,
I'll probably find out with that jig pretty quickly.
I'm about to say, there might be some giant snappers here. So Jeff, you know one of my favorite things about fishing today?
What was that?
It's the fact that all this new tackle that we have set up, I did not do.
Starting out with a little 2-pound lead, see how the current's going today. 3 foot to our first little 10-aught hook. Another 3 foot to our next 10-aught hook, and then we'll go straight to the swivel on that nice new electric reel we got.
My goal for today is to use some of this new Pin Fathom electric gear to be able to try to deep drop out here and me not have to work so much. I may fish it out of the bow up here so I can face straight out. As soon as you say electric reel, most people tune it out and go, oh, this is not like recreational fun
No, you're
fishing.
cheating.
Yeah, you're cheating. All those things, if you haven't tried it, I dare you to go try it and then say that. All right, here we go. The anticipation of what may be down there and how big is it gonna be, all those things are in your mind and you just don't know, and it makes it so fun. I'm just so used to keep my thumb on there to its bottom, but I have this little, what do they call it? I don't know, it's like a spool tensioner for when it's in free spool. That's a hookup.
Come on.
Leave it to Jeff to catch one on a jig before I catch one on squid.
Well, I hooked one. So that first drop, you got the lucky card, you got the electric reel. I was the glutton for punishment and chose the jig, and I hooked up right away. I'm not even to the line you use every day.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Oh, gosh. All of a sudden, I felt like I was missing out on something because I love fishing artificials and jigs. So I was like, well, maybe I need to give this a break and go jump on the jigging for a minute. We'll get back to the electric in a second, but I have a little, what do they call it, the FOMO? The fear of missing out, baby.
Yep.
You're having way more fun than I am right this second. Those first bites are kind of a little bit of discovery because in different depths, different current conditions and all that, your bite's always gonna feel different. All right, you gotta have a guess. So we got color, what are you guessing?
I'm guessing it's a snapper.
A snapper? Oh, that's gas is coming out. That's an amberjack.
Amberjack, I'm wrong.
Yikes. All right, I just changed my mind. I'm actually gonna go ahead and start winding my jig
You're
up.
not gonna jig anymore.
As with any day of fishing, My goal number one is just to get that first bite.
Yep.
Well, there you go. We got these 3 miles outside our pass, or out here in 350 feet of water.
Yep.
You know, it's one of the few fish too out here in deep water. I'm gonna go ahead and dump him straight back in. And because they can release those gases on the way up, you can see he can just swim right back down. A lot of these fish, if we bring them up, they're gonna blow up like a balloon coming up from 360 feet of water. But the amberjack, doesn't bother. Hey, first fish out here, deep water jigging.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
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 We got
I
doubled
one
up.
too. I don't think it's a jack unless he doesn't realize he's hooked yet.
Big old red snapper.
It is a big red snapper. I don't know what type of structure's on the bottom. I think it's just a little rock hump or something. And I'm not gonna get very high off the bottom because I have a feeling if we can get a grouper of some sort to bite this jig, it'll probably be right up near the bottom. Oh my gosh, you got him. He's on
If I would pay
You
attention,
see
I might
that?
actually catch something.
I walk away from my new electric reel up there, and Jeff goes up there and catches something on it. We have so much, really unexplored water out here. And when we start reaching these deeper depths, you need different tackle. And a lot of this is stuff that I just don't have. So that's why I'm gonna lean on you today and let you rig us up some of this new gear and show us how to use it. You know, Jeff, we've done a little bit of this deep dropping on Chasing the Sun.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get across on camera how fun electric reels are.
We've been both drooling over these reels since we saw them at ICAST. And being in that nice 350 zone, that's kind of the limit of where I'll manually hand crank some stuff. So I was looking forward to that too. And you've always got to have the manual.
Uh-oh.
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 We got
I got
doubled
one
up.
too. I don't think it's a jack unless he doesn't realize he's hooked yet. And it's coming up pretty good, whatever this is.
Big old red snapper.
It is a big red snapper. It wasn't the exact species that we were looking for, but I do call this place the red snapper capital of the world for a reason. We catch them in the bay, we catch them near shore, we catch them offshore, and we catch them really deep as well. These just happen to be a little bigger size when you get out this deep.
Much, much bigger.
Golly, what a red snapper.
That's the one you're looking for during season.
Yep. All right, we're gonna have to come revisit this in a few months. That's a pretty fish.
Beautiful, nice red snapper. Out of season, but we'll get this one vented and heading back down once we get just enough of this shark.
I was about to say, it might not be, now it's coming.
So one of the things we had to be cognizant of all day is the barotrauma these fish are experiencing. We are bringing them up from 400 feet of water. The snapper, especially on an electric reel, they don't have a chance to expel those gases. So they start popping eyeballs, they have the stomach come up. So it was really important. I'm really glad we did have both a venting tool and that descending device to help these fish go back down healthy.
I got color here.
I do see some color.
And he's still shaking his head at times, so that's very jack-like. Got him hooked twice. Well, I didn't want to make it easy for you to grab him. You only got one side to grab him, the other side's got a hook in it.
Yeah, it's got 2 hooks in them.
That is not what bit my jig.
Good
But
old,
that's what I ended up with, holy moly.
good old reef
I want to
donkeys.
lay down his throat and see what he stole from me. Yeah, and I noticed that like with the amberjacks, we really didn't need to use the descending device. And I think that's, one good thing about catching those out here is you can just dump them right back. They take off happy. All right, well, I did it one time. Now we're gonna send some more squid to the bottom. That was a lot easier. That was a good start.
It's a great
We got
start.
to catch something on the new electric
Yep.
and on the slow pitch jigs.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it was amberjacks and red snapper, which is not what we're trying to catch.
I'll play with snapper all day. I don't want to play with amberjack all
Dude,
day.
those things are mean. So let's work our way, just start working down off this edge and see if we get into some different species. Oh my gosh.
We were
No,
just
we
off
gotta,
it.
yeah,
were
we
off it a
gotta,
little
we
bit.
gotta fish that. Never mind.
On it, around it, near it.
Yeah.
Put some
So I
big
just
ol'-
dropped a waypoint right where I saw that. And now on my chart screen that I already have, that's the waypoint itself right there. So I'm gonna ease back north and we're gonna drop that trolling motor right back down.
and we'll see what a 100-foot difference does.
Yeah.
You hadn't even pulled that boat out of gear yet, and I was already digging through my jig bag, picking out a new jig, trying to figure out what I was going to drop at this new spot.
The last spot I had a little bit too light a jig, so it was drifting out with that current. So I just went and grabbed the big 400-gram jig. That way in this depth of water, it'll pretty much go straight up and down. General rule of thumb is you want to do 1 gram per foot of water you're in.
Okay, that's good. We ready, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going down. I keep wanting to have to like hold the spool, and I'm like, oh yeah, you just pull it out of gear and let it roll. Here, I'm gonna lay down and just feel the line here like
Catch a
this.
tan.
So while you had gone down with the electric reel, I went down with a slow pitch, and it's just a much more methodic way of using this jig 0 to 10 feet from the ground. And I like it because it keeps that bait in that strike zone for the grouper. I don't want to play with any amberjack anymore.
There it is, already on.
This is a perfect example of how fun fishing these electrics are. I don't know this tackle very well, but I can tell you one thing, that's a big fish. I'm not sure what we're working with here.
This is a different beast here.
This is some sea monsters here. It's a jack. No, it's a big old gag. Oh my gosh, look at that gag. I'm not sure what we're working with here.
This is a different beast here.
This is some sea monsters here. If I had to say there was like an exact species we're trying to target here, you know, these deeper water grouper, yellow edge and snowies is what I was hoping for, but in all reality, I just want to catch some big stuff.
These battery powered electrics, it really helped us bring some of these fish up.
So it's so hard to get this across, like how fun this is, because you feel like, I know if you're watching this right now, you think I'm just like pushing a button. It makes it very easy to do, but really, really stinking fun.
I got color. You got color, I don't.
I'm about to say, I ain't know what you got color yet. It's 2 jacks. No way. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've ever caught 2 amberjacks at the same time.
I've never seen it happen before.
You're wondering about the ability of the Penn Fathom 50 electric reel.
Wow. So that's a first for me. As soon as I get mine up, I'm like, all right, I'm kind of relieved. I'm gonna start dealing with them. All right, there's one going back. And you're sitting there doubled up fighting your own fish.
I felt bad I couldn't help handle those 2, 30-inch fish, because I've got my own mess of problems with that slow pitch jigging on the bottom.
Big AJ's on squid. Ooh, Jeff.
Yeah, yours went down, so mine wanted to follow them. This does not feel like a jack.
We are so used to the rod being what we pull the fish with. We lift that fish off the bottom, and watching you and talking to you, you almost just let the rod point at the fish.
I'm pointing at the fish, and I'm using my arms to lift up and then crank down, and really just let those nice reels bring that line in.
I would say let the reel do the work, but I'm pretty sure you were the one doing the work. Oh, he's coming over here. It's a jack. No, it's a big old gag. Oh my gosh, look at that gag.
That was a big old gag grouper.
A big one. It was bigger than big.
Yeah, I had something else on because they broke the other hook off. You can see it hanging, just a string hanging.
This one's got something on it. But what a,
What
that's a copper belly right there, baby.
That was my personal best gag grouper. Normally I play your role. I'm kind of the captain. I let everyone else catch the fish on the boat. So that was my biggest one for sure.
Well, my original goal of just trying to catch like a couple different species of grouper is now changed, because anytime you can come out here, fish new water, and catch something that big, I'm going to call that a big success.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Got it all?
Yep. I'm trying to entice him to dig.
Yeah, we should do it on this side, because the current's
He's going down now.
He is? Okay. Oh, this is exactly what I didn't want to see. This is one of our groupers that's open right now, but they're only open inside 120 feet of water. And we are clearly out beyond that. The scamp grouper, to me, the finest eating reef fish there is in the Gulf of Mexico.
For the shallow water grouper species, absolutely.
So hopefully we don't see any more of these today. It's one of the first times in my life that I don't want to catch a scamp. So this is one of the few times y'all are gonna see us take those scamps, put them on a descending device and send them back to the bottom. Let's let him on back down. He'll be thankful for his quick release.
We had gotten into those amberjack earlier and we had had our fun with our grouper. I wanted to, kind of showcase another style of jigging, and that's the speed jigging.
Before we were doing that slow pitch for, grouper on the bottom, this is gonna be high speed as fast as I can get it through the water column to try to entice a bigger jack to strike it. So once we got these marks going again, I'll drop it back down.
It's one of the most aggressive bites that you will ever experience because you're moving the jig so fast one way and he'll bite it so fast going the other way. When those two collide, it is intense. Oh, he smoked it. There he is.
Nope.
Oh, come off.
And the fun part is you get in this groove, this rhythm. You're trying to get this technique down where you're getting that jig to go as fast through the water column as you can possibly make it.
That's even better. I'll say, if a couple of them miss it, then you get to hook them up higher in the water.
Yeah.
Yep, it was a good workout for me for sure.
So I'm trying to rip this white squid-looking bait through them as fast as I possibly can so that they get angry at it and it's a reactionary strike. And he got it falling down. And sometimes I'll do that too. It's just a different style of jigging versus that slow pitch I was doing earlier. Justin.
Should we reel now? Yeah, I think it's time to reel.
I don't know how Meredith did this on a fly rod.
I know, isn't that wild? He is a beast. Look at that thing.
Action creates action.
That's it.
Chasing the Sun has been brought to you by Minn Kota, Florida Water Sports. Get all you need for the water at fws.fish. Humminbird, simply, clearly better. And by Pirates Cove Marina. You enjoy the Gulf, we'll take care of the rest.
The latest artificial reef has a lot of history here and has served many years in these waters, safely moving boats in and out of our port.
So we have the Captain Hornblower vessel coming our way right now. This is a 90-foot vessel. It's going to be perfect for fishing here in Bay County. We're putting it in about 95 feet of water. So for those that are just looking for a nice quick fishing trip, it's about 13 nautical miles southwest of the St. Andrew Bay Pass.
Is that it adds so much to our ecosystem, to potential places for fish to gather. We want to encourage people from out of town to come down to the Gulf of America, come fishing, enjoy the recreational spots that we have, come out and catch yourself a kingfish, a king mackerel, check out the great beaches, and that's what we're doing here. To make this real simple, this is a 90-foot tugboat that we sunk in the water so you guys can come down and enjoy it.
Oh man, I'm getting wore out. It's kind of tough. You know, I never want to limit myself on a trip like this. That's why I wanted to bring a variety of jigs. What are we working with? Oh, it's a big old white. some dead bait that we can fish because you want to see everything. And you never know if you're going to catch different species on different types of tackle. Now, we're being pretty picky today, and we're looking for like a big yellow edge or snowy grouper. But most people would tell you that's kind of silly to throw these back. That's a fabulous eating fish. But today, we ain't gonna mess with them. And they go back down pretty good on their own.
It was nice having the ability to do the manual fishing and feel like we're fishing, take a break, go to the electric, and still catch fish both ways all day long.
I don't know how Meredith did this on a fly rod.
I know, isn't that wild? He is a beast. Look at that thing. With the high-speed jigging, you're gonna attract some of those more aggressive bites like from amberjack. He inhaled it. Isn't that crazy? He could suck that jig all the way down. With the natural dead baits like dead squid or cigar minnows, you're gonna lean more towards the snapper and grouper species. Look at that thing. Holy moly. And this is one of those trips that's just really eye-opening to me. We had way too much fun. Look at that jig right there. That was brand new. If you're gonna catch a grouper like that, you better have a good method to get them back to the bottom. And that's the safest way for them.
There you go.
I got something on here.
There you go. Action creates action.
That's it. Pushing a button is so much more fun than it looks like. And it's something I'm gonna add to my arsenal of trips.
Dang, look at those snappers.
I mean, that's just a beautiful, awesome creature. But like I always say, I like to let each day tell me what we should do.